Hi, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. Today this video is going to be a pretty short little demonstration how to do fills on your nails when they're grown out a little bit. So I decided to show you guys how to do that, and I'm using my e-file at the highest speed, which for this one the Glyne e-file is 30. And there's a more detailed video of mine that you guys can go back and watch if you need more direction on how to prep the nail, with the file and everything, how to get it ready for the application of the acrylic. And if I sound hoarse or weird, I had the flu all weekend, so sorry about that. But anyways, I'm just removing dead skin from the cuticle area here and getting it ready for the application of the acrylic. This does help to remove the dead skin so that there's no lifting or injury that's caused from the nail. So this is what it looks like. And of course you can still see some dead skin there, so I'm going in with this little sharper tool and just kind of making sure I lift out any dead skin that's lingering around in there. There's some dead skin that can be a little stubborn, so I'm just, taking that out. And here I'm using a sharper tool. Sorry for the camera quality. But this sharper tool, hopefully you can tell what it is. If not, you can also check out my last video again, or I can't remember if it was the one before that, but I'm using that sharper tool to nip off the dead skin that I see there. Of course, you want to be really careful with this part. Don't want to cut yourself or pinch yourself. It does really hurt. So want to be careful not to hurt yourself. And just dusting that off with this nail brush. Alright, and then I'm switching to a different E-bit, which is a flatter one. It looks more like a cylinder, or cylinder without any bump on the top. So you do want to be more careful with these types. They can be very, very, very dangerous around the cuticle area, but they are really effective. So I'm just using this one to get rid of as much dead skin as possible. And as you can see, some dead skin is accumulating there. So, and again, I'm sorry for the camera quality here. It is not the best. It gets better throughout the video, I promise. So this is what it looks like, and as you can see, the nail did grow out a little bit, so that's perfect for this video for us to do fills. And I'm etching the top with that nail file to remove the shine from the surface. You don't want to have the nail shiny, the natural nail, because the product will just basically slip off or come off. And I'm using the dehydrator and the extra bond. So we're going to start off with the dehydrator, and this is going to make sure it removes oil from the skin and the cuticle area. Also really an important tool or an important product for preventing lifting. So that's going first, and then the extra bond is going to also obviously help the product to bond to the nail. So going in with that one second, and I'm just putting that on the natural nail. You can put it doesn't matter if it touches the the acrylic that you had before. That's fine, but yeah, you don't want to waste product either, so you just try to do it on the natural nail there. So I do want to say, usually you can go 2 to 3 weeks without getting a fill, especially if you want to save money. You really don't need to do it like every 2 weeks. But I'm gonna use these glitters. I thought these would be cute. I love pink, and I just think it's perfect for almost any, any set. So I'm gonna dip my brush in the monomer and pick up a bead. And since I'm using glitter with these fills, I'll show you guys how to do that. So I pick up my bead, brush goes in for about 2 seconds, pick up the glitter, and then I put it really close to the cuticle, not too close. I really don't want it to touch my skin because the beads can run sometimes into the edges. So I'm cleaning my brush as I go here, making sure that it's not too wet so it doesn't just slip around everywhere or make the acrylic run. So I'm kind of shaping it as I go, and yeah, that's it for the cuticle bead. Going to clean a little bit back there. It did run a little tiny bit back there, so I'm just making sure I get that. And you want to try to make sure you don't touch the skin with the brush after it's dipped in the monomer. That's not too good, but if you have to, do what you gotta do. So I'm going there in with another bead with the smaller, finer glitter, and I'm putting this a little bit more in the middle-ish area. And again, cleaning my brush as I go. You can see there I'm wiping it on that paper towel. And luckily these beads were pretty good. I got this brush actually recently from Amazon. It's a Mia Secret acrylic number 8 Kolinsky brush. And I really didn't like it at first. I don't really know how I still feel about it. It's okay, not my favorite, but it works, it does the job. I think it's just not the best. Sorry, Mia Secret, but it's, like I said, it's okay. Getting just a regular bead, no glitter, and I'm going up on top with kind of more in the middle to build the strength of the nail. And yes, I'm covering the glitter, but that's not gonna affect the shine of the glitter. And you'll see what I mean in a moment. So I'm wiping as I go. You kind of have to be a good multitasker. Get the hang of it with this. It does take practice. I've been doing it for almost 3 years, I think, pretty much since COVID. And yeah, acrylic can be kind of hard to get the hang of depending on, what you're used to. So I'm gonna go in with my e-file again at the full speed, and I'm using this e-bit that I got from Young Nails. It's a coarse bit, and this really does help break down the product. So I'm just making sure that there's no bumps, that the surface of the nail is nice and even. And of course by the cuticle area, you want to make sure that part's nice and smooth too, no ridges. So yeah, I think that part you'll get the hang of as well. I love this bit. I've talked about it in pretty much all of my other videos. It is amazing. It breaks down the product really fast. It's good for removing your nails when, once you're done and ready to take them off. But it's also a really safe bit to use because it has kind of that curve or that bump on the top. I don't know if you can kind of see it there, but it's not flat at the top, so you can get closer to the skin like I'm doing here. You can actually even touch the cuticle with it, with that bump, and it won't hurt you. It won't cause any injury or any scratches. But anyways, I'm going in now with a buffing block, and please excuse the holes. It got stabbed a couple times. But yeah, I'm just smoothing out the surface and making sure that it's nice and buffed out and smooth. So that's what it looks like now. And I'm gonna use the Beetles top coat. It's a very good top coat for the price. It's a good quality. I really like it. I've used it on almost every look that I do. I do have one too from Poochie's Nails that I really love, but this one's good. So I'm using that top coat there, and just making sure the nail is nice and shiny. And as you can see, the glitter is still shiny, so don't worry about that when you're doing acrylic nails. You can kind of mix the acrylic with the glitter and it'll still shine. I'm putting that in the UV lamp for about 60 seconds, and that's it. This is pretty much how it comes out. Now it's nice and hard. It's not, you know, there's no tacky layer. I'm gonna just complete the look with a file, making sure the edges are nice and crisp. And this file is a 180/100 grit. Then I'm going in with the cuticle oil. This is the final step. And I'm using the Cuccio cuticle oil. Got this one from Amazon. I love it. It has a dropper like you see there. And I just put a tiny little drop. A little drop goes a long way with this one. But this is the final look. And that's how you do a fill on acrylic nails. I hope this video helped you guys. Please like and subscribe. If you're new, welcome. And I'll see you guys next time.